Welcome back to the Morning Line. He's Matt, I'm Mike, and we are joined now on the line. If you haven't heard, Travis Stone has been named the backup announcer at the New York Racing Association, as he will be backing up John Imbrial, and he joins us on the line right now. Travis, thank you so much for joining us.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Doing well. We're doing very well. So the announcement was made. You'll be filling in for John Imbrial. There's several dates that are set in stone. Give us the dates that you know for sure you will be calling in this upcoming meet.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely this upcoming Sunday, Monday are the first 2 days. So looking forward to that. And then there's a bunch of other dates, some weeks peppered in throughout the winter when Johnny I takes some much-deserved vacation time.
It's been a big year for you, hasn't it? I mean, you know, you're calling races, doing a great job at Louisiana Downs. All of a sudden, you become the full-time track announcer at Monmouth Park. Now you're getting some work with NYRA. It's good to be Travis Stone. You're just a young guy, too, right? How old are you?
I'm 30, and yes, you're right. It's been a wonderful year. I've been very fortunate, very lucky, very appreciative of the support I've had over the years. And it just shows that if you have a dream and you have something you would like to do with your life, if you put your nose to the grindstone, you can make it happen. And with a little bit of help along the way, it's just been a fantastic run. It's been a wonderful year, no doubt.
Let's clarify, with your new position with NYRA, you still are maintaining your role as a track announcer at Monmouth during the summer, correct?
Indeed, yes. So it's basically going to be the winter here, summer there, and best of both worlds. Can't beat that, right?
And do you have other responsibilities at NYRA? You do, right? You're not just filling in to call races. Do you have other responsibilities there?
Oh yeah, so a bunch of various projects from online space to some marketing, some operations, simulcasting. I did a little bit of mutual work at Louisiana Downs as well, so we might tap into that a touch as well. So yeah, just a bunch of various projects, and looking forward to it because I've always enjoyed dabbling in the other areas of the racing industry. I love the game, I love the sport, I love race calling, but at the same time, it's also fun to get involved in some of the day-to-day operations as well, and see how things work, and try and find some ways to make things better so we can enjoy this game for years to come.
I mean, track announcers, it's a tight niche group, and most track announcers, even guys who've been doing this for a long time, at one point in time, they had somebody they really looked up to and emulated. It seems like, is that guy Larry Colmus for you? I've known Larry for a long time. He's obviously now at the pinnacle of his profession. Is he somebody that's really helped you a lot through the maturation process over the last couple of years?
I tell you, I've had a lot of help throughout the years. I mean, Larry allowed me to call my first race at Suffolk Downs during winter break in college. I remember it was a freezing cold January afternoon, and called 2 races on that Suffolk Downs card. So he's been a huge help, and he's also just one of my real good friends. He and I, in fact, we were texting back and forth this morning about various things. And then, and Tom Durkin has been a huge influence on me as well. I grew up listening to him. I remember I sent him a letter back in the mid-'90s about, hey, I want to be a race caller. What do I got to do? And I still have the letter he sent back. And then John Imbrial, I tell you what, there was one time I was in late middle school. I can't remember what year it was. But growing up in upstate New York, I never really got to go to the races except for August at Saratoga. So I said, do you mind if I come down, and do you have like a closet or a spare booth that I could use for the day just to see what it's like? And he said, sure, come on down. And so I basically spent the day calling races in a closet to myself and a tape recorder, and then I hung out with him between the races. So yeah, it's been very fortunate to have so much support. And what is often a very competitive field, it's good to have that camaraderie and that fraternal aspect to it.
So let me ask you this then. How did you get the bug? How did you get that racing bug that bit you and said at a very early age, I want to be a track announcer? Where did that come from? Where did that stem from?
So we would go to the races. I mean, my dad was a big racing fan. He was a state police officer from New York, and he saved all his vacation time for Saratoga. And so we would go down at least 2 or 3 weeks during the summer. And I was one of those kids that I'd go to the track, I'd want to come home, and I want to play racing. And so I would play with my Matchbox cars or ride my bike pretending I was a jockey, or I raced marbles, and I would always call the race. And it just sort of developed to where I was like, I really enjoy this. This is kind of fun. And I was captivated by the sound of the announcers on TV and watching replays and the weekly recap show. And it just sort of developed. I said, I think I want to do this. And I there was never a moment where I said absolutely, but it just sort of developed and continued to grow. And by the mid-'90s, I was pretty steadfast on becoming an announcer.
Well, you're a rising star in the industry, so congratulations on that. Keep up the great work, and best of luck in your new position at NYRA and calling the races. You said this Sunday and Monday, right?
Yeah, starting this Sunday, Monday, first 2 days. So looking forward to it, and I appreciate it, guys. Very nice of you to call and have this conversation. Appreciate the support as well.
All right, Travis, best of luck with your continued success, and we eagerly anticipate hearing your race calls on Sunday and Monday. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Sounds good, guys. Take care. Have a good afternoon.
All right, Travis Stone, and